And you mentioned that we are seeing this rise in both primary and also secondary infertility, so women who've had a pregnancy but subsequently struggle to conceive. What do you think are the main drivers of, primary and secondary infertility now?
I think in general, just to speak generally for a second, I think the main reason why people are struggling with infertility is because we're living in an unnatural world. We're not living in the same world we were living in thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, even decades ago. That's what we're battling with. We're dealing with ultra-processed foods, chronic stress, toxins, all these things, air pollution, all these things we don't even think about, but all of these things are having an effect on our body. They're all these external stresses that are having an effect on our health. And I see fertility as being a good proxy of your overall health during your reproductive years. So really, for me, it's all about health optimization, because that is going to be fertility optimization at the end of the day. So thinking about primary infertility to begin with, I think, when you're looking at the conventional medicine approach to these things, they will just look at AMH. Maybe they'll look at TSH, one of your thyroid hormone markers. But really, so many people are now diagnosed with unexplained infertility after just 1 year of trying to conceive, and then all they're offered is IVF. But actually, when we do that sort of functional fertility nutrition approach, we can run loads of tests. I think unexplained infertility is actually just unexplored, uninvestigated infertility. Whereas here at HUM2N, we've got so many tests we can run. We can actually find so much more data, actually get answers. And I think that's why it's so empowering, because previously people have been told there's nothing you can do to improve your egg quality, there's nothing you can do to improve your sperm quality, but actually we know that actually once you've got the data and you can see these underlying imbalances, then that's when you can actually start to make change and optimize your fertility. So some of the things we see really regularly in clinic will be things like hormonal imbalances, high toxic exposure, high stress levels, thyroid imbalances, mitochondrial dysfunction, I think is really key and something not many people think about. And of course, poor diet, poor sleep, all these other things that seem to be having an effect. That's really, really common. And I think on the secondary infertility side of things, this is where you've already had one baby and then you're struggling to conceive for a second time. This is an interesting one, and I think it's because when you've got one baby or more babies, then your life's not actually the same as it was prior to that. Let's face it, you probably got worse sleep, more stress, probably a worse diet, maybe making fish fingers more than you used to. So you're not working from the same baseline. And also, let's not forget that things like pregnancy and breastfeeding are actually very sort of energy-intensive processes. You're giving a lot of nutrients away. If you're not sort of replenishing your body after that, then your nutrient stores might be a little bit depleted as well.